wanna be my baby, but she's making on me. Why? I want her, she don't want me. But why that's for me? Yeah, I want her as me lady, but she didn't make for me. Why? I love this lady, but she's making on. I think she don't love me any longer. I need a bad lady to be my lady, but she's making hay one way. I love this lady, but she's making young. I think she don't love me any longer. I need a bad lady to be my lady, but she's making hay one way. She's my lady, my honey. She's making some kind of styling. She's my lady, my honey. She's making some kind of styling. What must I do in order for me to own you, control you, console you? Cause I know your love is true. Must I buy you shoe or take you to the salon for a year? Do say you say, and I will do my do willingly. Cause I know you mean a lot to me. Though some saying I'm crazy running after your beauty. Why you cool and sexy way that we used to play every day on the way that drive me to ecstasy. It gave me pleasant dreams as if we're swimming on a stream with your crown of a queen and my crown of a king, handling the golden ring on the day of our wedding. So say you say, and I gon' do the thing down there. You say, I love this lady, but she's making young. I think she don't love me any longer. I need a bad lady to be my lady, but she's making hay one way. I love this lady, but she's making young. I think she don't love me any longer. I need a bad lady to be my lady, but she's making hay one way. She's my lady, my honey. She's making some kind of styling. She's my lady, my honey. She's making some kind of styling.
Every fresh day when I reach with this girl, something I've been where I don't even explain. You look me one kind way I don't even understand. You make a watch yourself next time I've been that's fine. But I see me don't do it, make it a tower for me. I beg you do your please, but you know say I like you. And I'm down on my knees begging you do your please. I'm better than this world, baby girl, I'm me and you. No fall apart in the letter, don't instigate you. The world big, but the world is small, back and funny. Now you want them to go because you don't see money. But hey, see that you there, so I come and decide you go. Put your eye down so you go see where you demand. Put your eye down so you go see where you demand.
I'm just lady, but she's making young. I think she don't love me any longer. I need a bad lady to be my lady, but she's making hay one way. I love this lady, but she's making young. I think she don't love me any longer.
Democracy, the true voice of the people.
But she's making hay one way. She's my lady, my honey. She's making some kind of styling. She's my lady, my honey. She's making some kind of styling.
Stay tuned to the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Well, from Budamid already 8 o'clock. We're going to Studio 2 and bring come the program Question Time.
You know what time it is?
Yeah. Youth man, question time. Youth man, question time. I we learn for ask questions for things them where they happen now in sweet nation. You name the resources waiting them from benefits this nation. From independence to 50 years of celebration, where they make you man and they think I'm say something for them better. I been still under British colonization. But man, they still know the question. Should be one of the richest countries in the world, but we still why we not a question? Why poor people just the poor? They rank and then they better. Why? Waiting do we not a question? Why make na salon no more the young no they grow? Oh salon. Why we not a question? Why make na ya no more education no they grow? Oh salon. How the internet slow? Now so we slow anyone then give him say oh. Big development, corruption, first position, clap for us. Yeah, me. I know that's such occupation. Please to come for sponsor. Go be we beg na go do ya. Before na kill we slow, una shoot we right on sight. Yeah, maybe then they go better. Everybody say na 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 na. Everybody say na 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 na. Yes, I go try for unite this generation. Sabotage me, make them misunderstand me intentions. Making away smart, but must ask you the question. One day, mama, why we still live on the same condition? Why? By then it go be big question. Answer, mama, papa, begin confrontation. All these But it's na fire bone now we all young. And not done when they cut them and we they see them when I say them not for ask una nothing. Why? How long for the ala for the moment? As 2-3 months pass so. Next man said wait for you to talk for pattern and boy. How in this country gets? How come they no able share among 6 million population? We know they ask questions to the tax savior. As they reach there so Papa God you know. Now for them self and them family and say them go.
Well, if Salon for get 50 million people,
Hey you left. For don't die.
man, they know reach 6 million self man in the suffer. So you want to add 40 something million people back. We will not cham yourself.
Politics, yeah, me. I know see such occupation.
Yes, indeed. Good evening and welcome to another edition of the program Question Time, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Question Time, they come to you every Wednesday from 8 to 9 o'clock. And me where they bring you this edition of the program, Musa Kamarana Minim. As always, we they get analysts them, we they discuss issues them. Now, the program today, we they look at the constitutional amendment or the constitutional review we that document we the AG don't put together. The Attorney General Minister of Justice don't put together. We get for do with the amendment of 1991 Constitution, and this 23-pager get for do with election processes and procedures. According to them, this that document will then develop from the tripartite recommendation and Cowan white paper. But these documents get different opinions and you don't get a different debate from different quarters. It depends to who that you talk to. Everybody gets in position on the document. Today inside the program, we get different sets and different voices for can look at this document and what in the makeup of them as from their own perspective. Inside the program, I want to welcome Abdul Karim Kamara, in a member APC Publicity Secretariat. Good evening and welcome to the program.
Musa, right?
Yes, Musa.
Good evening, my brother. Good evening, Sri Lankians.
Okay, and also now the program I want to welcome Honorable Muniru Lansana, first-time member of Parliament for the Salon People's Party. Good evening, Honorable Muniru, and welcome to the program Question Time.
Yeah, good evening to the listeners and good evening, Musa.
And also, members say we there on Facebook and also we there on YouTube. This program there on Facebook, YouTube, and also on 98.1 FM. And we there on Radio Cat Bami na Tonko Limba. We then don't link this program this evening time. Plenty thank you to management of Radio Cat Bami for make people na Tonko Limba can be able to get this program loud and clear. They expect for be joined na the program Raymond Yirature, political analyst, independent research think tank consortium. They join we anytime from now for come your analysis or what in makeup of the constitutional review or the documents or provisions them na the constitutional amendment documents. I want to welcome again Lawyer Abdul Karim Kamara from the All People's Congress APC party. We look at the amended constitution, 23 pages, we get for do with elections, where the AG don't prepare and they wait for parliament for make them column, make them go lay this document, for make members of parliament then debate them and pass them. First of all, you don't see this document?
Yes, I don't see him. Please help me with the 1991 Constitution. Yes, I don't see him exactly.
Okay. This now we document who we discuss today. What in you take on them from the APC perspective?
Firstly, the APC they make a clear position paper on this, so I no one beats the gun at all. So I am here to just opine as a Sierra Leonean and somebody who belong to the APC. The APC they formally do a position paper on this, and will make it public very, very soon. We, all things being equal, by God in special grace, it will happen very soon. We are working on it. Now document this way, then we don't hide from we. From where they make they hide them from, we never see them pass where they put them on social media. They not even send them to political parties. Now social media will see them. But because it borders and concerns every Sierra Leonean, we still able to access them via social media. And we dip and look and thoroughly, and the party will make position very soon. But as an individual, I feel say this document gets some good provisions. I have to be very sincere to myself. But however, some positions then they within inside these documents, then very deceitful, And if we not take proper care of them, I get a likelihood for plunge this country into chaos. Because from which I don't see, what was explicit in the 1991 Constitution, then try for Fenway for make them very cumbersome and create confusion around them. And which man say if it's not broken, don't fix it. So if you not get problem, no poila. In the name say they can make them. Like how we sit down at this chair. Now 98.1. Look how the chair there. This chair no get no problem. Then I come back and say this chair they can't broke in handle so back they are fix the handle. It makes no sense. It's redundant. So for me, in as much as I say the thing gets few areas where we need for applaud, but equally it gets some areas where very, very deceitful, it disingenuous, and above all, it go in variance with the tripartite recommendations. We remember President Bio just after the 2023 elections, he talked in Parliament say he go set up an independent elections review committee for review the electoral laws in this country and the past elections. We will just come on inside when the 2023 elections. And again, we all know how 2023 elections be born with serious controversies, serious deceit, serious triangulation, daylight robbery of democracy. And with all these things put together, we all sit down and say, you know what? Let we agree to disagree. We'll go now the agreement of national unity. We will get 8 resolutions. And amidst these 8 resolutions, we agree say resolution 3 stand out very outstanding. We now out of resolution 3 we get the tripartite recommendations. The tripartite recommendations make very clear positions as to waiting we go follow when our best practices. We go avoid the ugly situation we will go through inside 2023. But with this new bill, this bill, we don't see say in as much as it get definite time for elections for president, we equally don't realize say even some of the entrenched clauses in this constitution we then provided for pursuant to sections 108 of the 1991 constitution, then tamper with them. And you know say plus or minus when they go parliament and they not go succeed for pass them, they get for come back to the people of this country through a referendum for make we communicate exactly within at the best position of this country. We equally see how this government in deceitful tactics try for see how best they can circumvent the consultation where we postulate at resolution 78 in the tripartite recommendation and go hide them inside this new bill where you see technically and deliberately then delete section 38A of the amended constitution 2002 and then repeal in entirety section 38 and bring in a new section where now the PR system. Don't forget at resolution 78 we always don't get controversy around this PR system and the people of this country don't reject them with all the might. But it's like these governments don't really want to pay heed to the people and concern. But one tell them say, most especially the SLPP say, that the people of this country puts them in power and that sovereignty belongs to the people. Make at once they listen to the people of this country in their majority. Because democracy not say all man. Democracy say the majority of the people. So now, make them listen to the majority.
Now, Lawyer Ekiki, what's in you bone of contention with this constitutional amendment?
It's too much.
Namely?
Let me start with section 38 of the Constitution. If you get the Constitution I have with you, go to section 38 of the Constitution.
The amended or the
the parents' Constitution. When I say parents' Constitution, I mean we own Constitution as Salon would rely on.
Okay.
When you read Section 38, and we call the short title of Section 38, it will tell you constituencies and elections. It repeats, constituencies and elections. It says Sierra Leone shall be divided into such constituencies in the area now. So that don't tell you, say, in the constitution of Sierra Leone, we not get nothing at this country past constituency election, not a district block system.
Okay.
I want to understand it's very clear. This is why I started off with man say, if it is not broken, don't fix it. The drafters of this constitution be so deliberate. So they not tell you clearly, say, Salone a constituency system of elections we get. Now waiting SLPP do, this current government, then repeal completely Section 38. And instead of this, now waiting and cow is now, when you look at Section 38, I can tell you, say, Section 38, it says Section 38 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Constitution of Sierra Leone 1991, Act number 6 of 1991 is amended. So they amend that now in its entirety. So when they amend, I listen now what they say. In subsection 1, by the repeal and replacement of that subsection with the following new sections. 1, that the Electoral Commission shall, acting with the approval of Parliament, signify by resolution, determine the number of members of Parliament to be elected in each district. So you don't see what they do. From constituency now, they don't jump straight to districts. This is in complete contravention to Resolution 78 of the tripartite recommendation. We say, in as much as the people of this country will assemble everybody, they say, well, what do we want? Now the first past the post system we want. We say every ward, every constituency go get a political representation. You see what they then go do? They don't go completely at variance with what the tripartite recommendation say. They not only stop there. When it come to the same point, they can tell you back, see, Section 38A. Don't forget, during Pakaba in time, in 2002, just after we come on the war, it make them very clear. They say because there are some areas the country will not able to delimit the country into constituencies. It say it go fine for make we get a PR system, but not just jump do so. Let's look amend Section 38, and I call it 38A. Now it can provide for, say, in an event we not able get delimitation of this country into constituencies, let we get what we call a district proportional system or a district block system. But that is only in an event we cannot have the constituency delimitation. But what they can do now, listen to what they say. There's a Section 38A of the Constitution of Sierra Leone 1991, Act number 6 of 1991, is amended by the deletion of that section. I don't tell you, say, in fact, these guys are rogues. So now they don't delete now completely, then they say Salone. There is no way, in fact, stay again outside where you say, now way you not get constituency, now you make it a go PR system. No, now a PR system.
So in the proposed system is now the PR system is now the normal.
No, that's what they are proposing.
That's what they are proposing.
And Sierra Leoneans will resist it.
Through what?
Mm-hmm.
How?
In fact, let me make this very clear. Let me say it here on record. Match Tony Mott, fine pan the mic. Yes. Sovereignty belongs to the people.
Okay.
And the people of Sierra Leone, the majority of Sierra Leone has communicated that we want the first past the post. And so we will resist it by every means necessary before the law.
Okay. I'll come to you shortly. And in them now, lawyer Abdul Karim Kamara, APC Publicity Secretariat member. Inside the program, I want to welcome Raymond Gira Toure, political analyst, independent research think tank consortium. Good evening and welcome to the program, Raymond Gira.
Yes, my brother.
Okay.
Good evening and good evening to all viewers.
Okay, continue for stay with me. I come to Honorable Muniru Lansana, first-time member of Parliament for the Salone People's Party. The new amended constitution, the AG don't compile for presenter in Parliament. As first-time honorable and member of the Salone People's Party, what do you make up of the amended constitution?
Well, like way my brother rightly say, everything where we play with waiting the guide them na honesty and sincerity. And they make a very quick line where like we say, waiting up well, no fix. And indeed, you did notice say this amendment now for fix the thing the way don't well. And my responsibility here this evening now for take people through waiting this amendment they propose and how then go table on a parliament for see how it will become a law. And my brother say they not even bring them to the notice. Passway see him na social media. And thank God he's a lawyer. You know we get it to call in law substituted service. And under substituted service, you dey seek the leave of the court and you can pass out whatever service you want to do by any means. But anyway, let's come to the quick one them. And my brother rightly say them wipe in entirety. You know, like where we be the teacher picking them comprehension, we tell them say it mean understanding. And now let's just take people through this fine and decent thing where the AG they propose for go to na parliament and
so
see.
So for you, the everything in
Now, like what they say, everything within this thing, nothing we don't cause a mayhem where they try for fix. Because we go to call the spirit and latter behind every law where they come. Law they just wake up one night for just exist. It come for solve a particular problem. We will do some history then tell we that. Now, for instance, if you take the first amendment where this amendment they propose with section 32.3 inside the 1991 constitution, the section 32.3 now the area where they talk about the power of the president to appoint the commissioner. Now, within this amendment they propose, you know, over the years, we don't hear most time we brother they complain say president has never consulted them in the appointment of a commissioner. Even this new one way this was acting, they even get issue with that. So this proposal now they say, this amendment they say now, okay, now let we solve this problem of them consult me and not consult me. Let we bring come issues now where they say, let there be a committee, and this committee now in they get this work. So waiting they happen, the president they now appoint a committee and then try for Giri waiting to be the composition of this committee for able now appoint a commissioner. So you don't see that one good thing for solve that problem of I was consulted, I was not consulted. Now you go to section 35 of the old constitution where they talk about registration and conduct of political party. Now under the you see say this new amendment under the Political Party Registration Act, we make and they say out of every 3, 1 must be a woman. Follow you will get the 30% quota. But it not ever reflect in the 1991 constitution. And my brother no say usai 2 law get any effect where the conflict, the constitution takes precedent. So now for let we solve that problem where constitution they take precedent, usai a critical legal mind go to court and begin raise issue on them. Government say we get them as an amendment within the 1991 constitution where now they propose say every political party for appoint representative at council level, at parliamentary level 30%. So it become now a law entrenched in waiting in this particular 1991 constitution. Now you go to 38 when me brother they say entirety, like what I say comprehension and understanding. Section 38 them critically show the side them way really the one get amendment for. The one now be section 38A where not ever exist in practical in the 1991, but it exists as an amendment where they be due for election will be held in this country. So that particular 38A the way they exist as an amendment, they wipe them out totally. And now waiting this new one they propose now. They propose section subsection 1 now where they repeal and replace that particular section 38A and bring come now 38A they now be amended and permanently deleted.
So according to lawyer AKK, what he understand that
it's a permanently
with these provisions, if he pass na parliament, it means that there is no option about constituency-based election.
Like what they say, in they make reference to tripartite when are just a baby born. The people will see waiting happen now this country. I don't know my brother in age, but he was a young boy, witness effectively the rebel war or the recommendation where the TRC recommendation put. And they don't always make people feel like say the only good thing about the proportional representation about constituency election. But like Musala take people and quick through so that we will begin discuss the issue. But let them know first waiting the amendment that they talk about. Now, if you go to section 41 of the 1991 Constitution, it will talk about qualification of the office of the president. And waiting now this new constitution they propose. The amendment now they propose an independent candidate. You know, say before this time, for lay you contest an election, you for either be member of a political party. Now the law they say no, you can also contest for the office of the president where you not belong to any party. Now wait to make this one come back. If you walk under the street of Twitter, the way people they tell you say now APC SNPP don't pull this country. So government now say okay, look out possible, but we know the APC SNPP where they team up independently, let una judge them and know if this person is good for represent una. Let us see what thing they happen. That now other good thing where this amendment they count where we call the independent candidates where they contest. And now if you move further to the next section where the 1991 constitution gets the amendment, they say in the president proposal a fixed date. Like what they say, most time we don't see side successive government them they add the date of election where they jump the 5-year period. They can either get 5 year 4 months, 5 year 3 months, but the date where they show you always go out of the 5-year mandate. Okay. And now this proposal is saying no. Let's have a fixed date for an election. So every second Saturday of November in the last 5 years of your term, they be declared as an election date. That's another perfect thing again where this proposal is out. So that thought with people they say always they add for themselves like what they say and let's take 10 years 11 months then they all 9 would try for
and the issue of the deregistration of political parties now concern again we
no
know
and I come like what they say you know the issue like that if you watch that particular one they back get a proviso where they say how on earth like for instance we don't talk about the PR system where government they now try for propose say it come to existence Musa low we look for what happen to C4C who say C4C be strong Nakono, waiting happen. They win 8 seats. So if you political party no say when you take the entire country, you need to win one council yourself. Why you not pay attention to USA you know say why focus na at the win. So this is another perfection. Low look for PMDC, USA them begin their might. Now the southeast. Low look for NGC, USA them begin their might. Now the north by Cambia. So it don't tell you say under the proportional representation that might they be exerted well. And now this proposal is say if you contest election twice you know win one council yourself Musabona waste. So waiting for happen then for ban you.
But sometimes political parties know they only exist for win election. It means sometimes you get political parties where you can stand for human rights.
No, but you in a pressure group. No, not a political party. They are in a pressure group. Who will do
so
government?
Every political party
who will do
for
government?
win an election.
Who will do government? The aim of political parties is to win an election and form government.
Honorable Muniru,
if that is not the part of your agenda, just know so you're not a political party.
Honorable
then
Muniru,
it's clear.
Continue for stay with me. He said the program.
I just want to go through quick. He left small number now for the issue that we raised. Now we begin discuss them.
Just quick response. Like to me other studio guests.
Yes, and like what they say. Then we also get section 54 of the 1991 Constitution. We talk about the office of the vice president. We all see in this country where they want to pull the vice president, then just pull party membership now and bam, it all lost in seat. This proposal they now say no. Then think they need not for happen because a recipe for chaos. So now we'll solve them for make sure say it not go happen anymore. If you pull that person in a party, it still continue for be in vice presidency where it be. So then they go. Now if you look at section 76 again, where they talk about dual citizenship. Now the proposal they now say, okay, we still maintain the dual citizenship, but we'll make an exception to the one they win an appointment. You will come for like you want to go contest honorable, you for don't delimit one of you to see where you get and take your main citizenship. But in terms of ministership, you can be appointed despite you carrying both issues. So these are the facts where this particular thing they mention.
Honorable Muniru, continue for stay with me inside the program. If you just join with the program now, question time, where they can say from 98.1 FM, and we look at the amended constitution where the AG don't put together, we according to now from the Kawan recommendation and also from the tripartite recommendation, they put together and come up with the 23-page document where they get for Lena Parliament, where the term Parliament go call for them. And this part of the constitutional review focus on electioneering process. You don't get from me two studio guests, and when they talk about about the issues them with the makeup of according to lawyer AKK from the All People's Congress APC party, believes say this not a good constitution. It gets some plenty thing the way not good. According to Muniru, a very perfect law where the government they propose. I come to Raymond Yira Toure, political analyst, independent research think tank consortium. Good evening and welcome to the program.
Good evening, my brother.
Yes, we look at the proposed amendment, we amended constitution with the AG don't put together. You don't see this document?
Yes, I've gone through it.
Okay, what do you make up of them?
Of course, the bill is not an incremental update, but like just a structural redesign. They try for redesign.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
The 1991 Constitution. This 1991 Constitution is so important in our country. May everybody take note of this. So any attempt to replace clauses or to add clauses to this Constitution, trust me, must be of a national interest. And why am I saying this of a national interest? Meaning, this pertains especially, we are talking about how elections are to be, how electoral, bodies or management to be. Would they talk about even how the institutions therefore function? Would they even talk about how, the political parties therefore function? So this is a very important issue which demands the attention of the populace. So, personally, from a political science perspective, this very attempt at the Constitution of Sierra Leone Amendment Act of 2025 has its own merits and demerits.
Let me start to look at what are the merits them of this constitution.
Good. One by the merit, I will tell you, say, like there has never been a provision wherein we'll have an independent candidate as far as aspirants are concerned to the presidency. Those who want to aspire to the presidency. That's a fine idea. You know, let me say, pass you belong to SLPP or APC. You may be a very gentle Sierra Leonean. We mean very well for this country. So you know, fine, say, only you belong to a political party. Now it will make you get the leverage for turn an aspirant to a presidential election. So that's now a very fine thing for the Constitution. I will agree.
Okay.
But again, this very thing here has its own demerits.
What are some of the demerits then?
There are plenty. There are plenty.
Okay.
People are clamoring for 30% women representation. You just put these things in principles. What is the enforcement mechanism about 30% for female representation? How are you going to enforce it? Am I making sense here? You say 30% of women therefore represent we in all local and national positions.
But the Dewey Act Day of 2022, and we see they implement that in the 2023 election, where by nomination of candidates, them whether NP or council or positions across the country.
Musa, I know I'm work with the blindfold people. Just might give you a reference to the recent elections, intra-party elections. Watch the SLPP elections. Was the 30% attainable? Were they able to attain the 30% of female representation? Because when they talk about that thing there, refer them first to the parties there, the internal party dynamics. Let's have the 30% there. We don't get the 30% from the internal political arrangement of political parties. Then you go talk about the state. Was the 30% attainable in the recently concluded SLPP elections? Musa, this is a question for you. So it's not about rhetoric here. It's about practical implementation. So what are the mechanisms that have been put in place? It's not about the law, the bill. But tell me the implementing mechanisms. That is some of our own concern. How do you implement? How do you hold defaulters to ransom? What are the mechanisms you've put in place? Or is it inspirational? Because it's never actionable.
Okay, apart from this issue of this GWE 30%, we think say there is no mechanism for implementing, making reference to the inter-party activities. What are some of the demerits them where you think say get concerned about this amendment?
There are plenty. Now let me tell you this, Musa. You know what? You see, if people are serious about progressing our democracy in this country, they have to take heed of certain things. And what are these things? Now, you're talking about the presidency. Political Parties Registration and Regulation Commission. How is it on earth the president would be the sole individual to recommend individuals from the chairman, the electoral commission, a legal practitioner nominated by the Sierra Leone Bar Association and a member of the Sierra Leone? Can you imagine? If we don't be careful, we'll fall back into a system wherein the executive will continue to use undue force against this country. Let me tell you, I for one would recommend that even the appointment of senior judges, like in the Superior Court of Judicature, should not be the role of the president. Let us establish a judicial service commission that is independent of the executive, so that we are talking here about elections. When parties feel disaggrieved and they may want to table their grievances through the law, they go to the Supreme Court. Then here is the Chief Justice, an appointee of the President. What independence do you think he is going to have, or he or she is going to have? Let us bifurcate these functions. That's the rule of law. Separate the functions, the individuals. Am I making sense here?
Go ahead.
So these are the issues. Okay. I, for one, I'll contend with this issue, because I think much justice has never done to this issue.
But this document, according to the AG, in a consultation where they make with the wider public, it's
a lie. It's a blatant lie. What was the consultation?
But this is a product.
Tell me. No, Musa, hold it. No, what was the means of consultation? Was a referendum? No, hold it, Musa. We've all read political science. Was a referendum conducted, a nationwide referendum, to seek the views and approval of the citizens? That aside, what was the length of time taken to educate the people on this new bill or enacted constitution? What are you saying, Musa?
So, but according to the AG, this is a product of the Cowan recommendation or white paper where they be don't put together. According to that, the process don't go for over 10 years. And also the tripartite recommendation where we get the international community, we get the APC and the SLPP or the government.
Okay, let me tell you now about the tripartite. Listen. Even this proportional you are talking about, it has been kicked by, it has been vehemently refuted by the tripartite commission. We don't want a proportional representation here. It's simple to enhance political participation. This is a question of inclusivity.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. If we just join with the program now, question time, we look at the amended constitution, the provisions. They listen to Raymond Yirature, political analyst, independent research think tank consortium. I come to you, quick one. The chief minister now the chairperson for the steering committee, where some of them provisions here, now this amendment come up from the tripartite recommendation according to the AG and also Kawan white paper. What did the chief minister therefore say about the provisions then are and how then arrive at the conclusion for put them? They will listen and quick and come to we other studio guests and do a rounding up.
The proposed, bill or amendment of the constitution we presently then the plan for go to parliament. I don't know if they'll reach with and they get a clause we say for the register small political party them or party where maybe 2 term is standing able to win anything. You are aware of that, or now I see them put them together?
Now APC insists say if for the register party then we no win. We refuse, then say no, because they get for good parliament. Section 35, I think, of the Constitution speak explicitly about political parties. It say the goal of a political party now for inform citizen about development, now for not so for win election. So if you believe in democracy, you not go say for pool party then we small or we not the win election. And APC puts this because they feel say all the other smaller political parties not important. They not believe in inclusive government. They not believe in, because of that I mean. I go assure you say with him, Fed say no for the APC insists say that
no. This allegation big because now I consider at this meeting and now. The APC not in at the studio, but as I mentioned earlier, we producer don't try for gets the chief negotiator for the APC, who not able to get them for come talk on the party in behalf for say the way they happen at the the tripartite steering committee. You there as the chairperson say now the APC propose say them for the registered political party them we don't come with a mixed feeling now the public sphere. Would in particular that the APC come up with this idea and how unite or divided the APC being there on this, as you say?
APC being united on this. We'll not go I'm not going to name person wake out time because now APC. If na lie the lie, may APC pull press release the chief minister the lie. So that's what them propose.
You get record or you get evidence?
No, because now conversation. Now I know they say now this person I say this, but I can tell you say if APC not believe say what they are talking about when them pull press release say their APC they not agree with that proposal there.
Now we look at some of the things them where you don't make mention of within the review process you according to you then good, but we get plenty backlash say some of them provisions here are not good for democracy.
Look, I agree, and let me make this categorically clear. Now, 2 provisions and 2 sets of source information go inside this packet where the AG submit. 1, now the constitution review were related to elections, and 2, now the tripartite reports were related to elections. The constitution review were related to elections. All man know what's in the day. The tripartite were related to elections. So, now waiting come from between APC and SLPP, and I will categorically tell you say most of them bad in the way they did. Now APC puts them there, and because of dialogue, we allow our parliament go decide.
Okay. So that's not the chief minister in the chairperson steering committee. They talk about this. Lawyer AKK, you don't listen to the chief minister. You say the APC gets issue with this thing. According to the chief minister, the APC been in a panel wherein they put all the documents here together, and some of the things them we according to and most of the bad things that we did in the constitution will not consider as bad. Now the APC put on there.
If chief minister get mind tell people in this country say pastor, he say church and mosque then and the thief lights pass all man. You not afraid for life and God. Now APC they afraid for life and. That's the honest truth. Chief minister not afraid for life and God. He said the election, the thief. So no, listen, I'm preparing my premises. That is fictitious. That's completely frivolous. It's malicious. It's unhealthy. It's deceitful. It's in fact dangerous. To be honest, this now somebody I talk and I back one time. At first,
listen.
Now we look at
this is
the issue
now.
This is where I'm coming.
Now we look at the issue.
This is where I'm coming.
Yes.
Reps ipsa loquitur. Let the fact speak for themselves. Go to resolution 53. Listen now. Resolution 53 of the tripartite recommendation say, it say, for win election as Salone, we want 50 plus 1 vote. See what them put now. We say all this will come on here. Now from what you come out from the tripartite. See what they can put now for win elections. See what they tell. Go to you see what he say? He say a person shall be declared winner in a presidential election if he obtains a simple majority of the total valid vote. What then is a simple majority for plunge this country into chaos? We state and clear say you forget 50 plus 1%. Where they can say that from the tripartite. I don't point in a resolution 53. Go read them from the tripartite recommendation. Put notes and down. Make you see how this man, he's not honest to Sierra Leoneans. Ikomodi, look at the tripartite recommendation. The tripartite recommendation will recommend at resolution 36. So forget a search and nomination committee. And we tell and say clearly say, now these organizations therefore appoint their own members. Now therefore appoint their own members, not to president they appoint them. This man like say that he just read my heart. Now then go change and say now president they appoint them. If you want a representative from Labour Congress, allow Labour Congress to appoint their own representative. Not so you the president they go appoint a representative of Labour Congress from you as president. That's not what we said. Continue from that point. Go to the constitution, the parent constitution. At section 42(2)(e) of the parent constitution, I say the 1991 constitution say, for win election at this country, you just need 55% for win at first ballot. See what you then can put. Simple majority. Deceit. What then is simple majority? Simple majority simply means if we get 10 mangoes now we 5 days inside this room. Simple. With 5 now they inside this room we get 10 mangoes. You don't go take 4 mangoes. The other people don't get 1, 2, 3. Would I get the simple majority? Not so you get 4 mangoes. You don't create confusion at this country. For beginning to go to court for go get an interpretation of what simple majority is. Why can't you state it clearly that you need 50% or 55% as it was in the then constitution? And he said that the APC na input all them bad thing.
According to the AG, now for avoid runoff, where the states now get couple for the run.
But you don't understand what. But always I talk, you don't understand yourself. At the time for tell you say, when you say simple majority, you are creating an ambiguity. What then is simple majority? It is not provoking litigation or politication for going to Supreme Court for go ask the court for interpret what is simple majority. Put and say you need 50% or you need 45% or like how the 1991 constitution we make and clearly say for win first ballot you forget 55%.
And there is a caveat that simple majority plus 20% votes now 2/3 of the
and
vote
this is not what the tripartite recommended. Go again to resolution 53 of the tripartite. The tripartite say you forget 50 plus 1 valid vote plus 25% of total votes of half of the districts of Sierra Leone. Where they can put an eye, then cover. Where SAPP no just honest to these people? Where SAPP want ferment a room for chaos and confusion? Where SAPP want plunge this country into chaos?
I come to you again.
I am not done. Just a quick one.
Okay, just round up. I come back to you
now.
Yep.
What is again very clear here? Now, in the mood of the representation and the search and nomination committee, what my brother painfully not able to understand now that every constitution gets what we call the problem where it can solve. What will be the problem with consultation? They say consultation not get a clearly defined mood how you get this consultation, and so the tripartite decides say now the president forgets what we call a search and nomination committee where for be supervised by the Public Service Commission, where for development TOR, and these people for big people wait for apply based on credibility tracks, like these people that win as civil society for vet these people wait for go serve that committee, and these people should be namely from the committees and the Inter-Union Council, the Labour Congress, the Sierra Leone journalists, is it a Sierra Leone Association of Journalists. Now listen, we don't go talk about the search and nomination committee. Instead of the use the sludge, is that what they do? They say member nominated by the Sierra Leone Labour that's for the PPR, that's for okay fine. One person representing civil society, one person representing Labour Congress, one person practicing as a qualified journalist. We make it clear say not to one person practicing as a qualified journalist. We say if I come out from the umbrella organization when they regulate journalists, then when a sludge, then you go pull sludge. Then say one person practicing as a qualified journalist.
In a whole, I can describe this amendment.
But this is deceit to the. In fact, in a whole, this is a calculated attempt by the SLPP government to plunge this country into war.
And you think if this stand, issue will come up?
But Sierra Leoneans will resist it. And they will resist it by all means necessary.
Okay, continue for stay with me inside the program. Lawyer Abdul Karim Kamara from the APC Publicity Secretariat. I come to you, Honorable Muniru Lansana, first-term Member of Parliament for the Salone People's Party. We don't listen to your co-panelists them on the issues them we then get on the amended constitution. What in you take and they respond to some of these issues?
Like what I say, me new mantra I don't take, I need talking vacuum. The book where before we went at the proposed amendment, you see what I start, I try for rundown, waiting the team propose. Because we can use just one issue for flag the entire good thing where this proposal or amendment they talk about. Now, for instance, that is very country, they see people at map, they say the police are partisan. This amendment they talk say, if you look at page 17 of this amendment, they say Section 165 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, 1991, Act number 6 of 1991, is amended by the insertion immediately after subsection 3, the following new subsections. 1. In the performing their function and exercising their power, the armed forces shall not act in a partisan manner. You see where the people make it clear. So, then think they are not a good thing. Because most times when they say government they enact MACP for go waiting, intimidate other political parties. One thing where this amendment they say, I listen to the submission the way they do. Like for instance, maybe what they say the definition of 50 plus 1. One thing for no, there is no perfect law ever. The very 1991 constitution where amendment they come for so. The political analysts go say where they are in classroom or whatever, they always say this very constitution get issues. Then they talk about consultation. SLPP no just come or the government not just grab for say let's propose this amendment. There has been different information gathering. Justice Kawan in paper and a paper way everybody know about in this country, and the consultations we have done right across this country. So if that Justice Kawan in recommendation don't make it clear of what and what is to be done, why now people they make as if a new consultation has to be done to bring whatever recommendation will be done inside this Justice Kawan. Now, me brother, they talk about a referendum. People don't even know what is a referendum. When they say referendum, now also will they talk about tampering with an entrenched clause where section 108 of the 1991 Constitution, Act number 6 of 1991, don't make clear say when you tamper out any one of these, you got to go back to the people for ask them for say this will don't tamper with. No, go to election for
us. There is no entrenched clause.
There is none, and I stand to be corrected here. And I want to see the academic day where they come like me. Let we look for an entrenched clause. We don't be violated here. Let we look at them. Yes, let we just look at them now. Yes, look at them quick. Yes,
go to section. Go listen now.
Musa allow. No, just be academic here.
No, make academic.
No, just be academic here.
No, make academic.
No, one clause.
No, no, just search. I get them
now.
Okay, so go ahead.
No, just use one clause. No, be academic.
Listen.
Yes.
I am not opening any book here.
Yes, let's
go to section. Listen, I'll go to section 108, 74 2 and 3 are entrenched clauses.
74-2 is never tampered with.
But listen, no, wait, no.
Look at it, it's never tampered with. Let's see what is
You
tampered
ask me
with
this
here.
now, say which one are an entrenched provision?
Now I tell you.
Fine.
74-2
Oh God.
But 74-2 is not tampered with here.
Now, go to this new act. When you go to this new act,
yes, show me side 74-2 is tampered with.
Imagine you are free. This not free, I dey give you.
Show me. Like what I say, show me.
Go to page 6.
Yes, page 6.
And read section 1 and B. Read them for yourself, but make it explain to the people of this country.
Now, take from Musa
No, read them now.
Take from Musa is that.
Yes,
section 38.
No, wait.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
No, wait.
You say I read that.
No, not to that. I say read.
You say I read that for the people.
Then you say this no person no
into.
Okay, now listen, sir. Let me make this. Let's just make it civilized.
Now me buy it. Let's go.
The Electoral Commission shall, acting with the approval of Parliament, signify by resolution, determine the number of members of Parliament to be elected in each district for the purposes of electing members of Parliament under paragraph B of subsection 1 of section 74.
Fine, not subsection 2.
Now listen,
74-1. Now 74-299. 74-1 is not an. Let me comprehension is a clear thing. Look at it. He read it. Let me wait for Ali.
Oh wait, not too soon they do.
Yes.
Wait. Now listen. Now wait. Please, just 1 minute. 1 minute. Now when you go now, B
4-1.
Oh listen, you said not too soon they do.
Yes, quick one.
Now listen now. When you go B, it say in subsection 2. This is what not to for laugh no more.
Not objection 74.
That is not 74.
No, not objection 74.
Well, open the constitution.
Now you get to
The quick interjection. Yeah, quick one.
My interjection is this. You see, lawyers, they have their own ways of interpreting.
No, he's not a lawyer, please. I'm the only lawyer here.
Okay.
You
see, okay, good.
Please.
You see, lawyers.
So the lawyer is
No. I'm saying lawyers. And probably other members who are part of formation of laws. They have their ways of interpretation. But what is clear here, Musa, to be very honest with you, I'm not saying it in its entirety, but this whole amendment is faulty.
Read 74 too.
The entire amendment.
Yes, it's faulty. It has its own goodies, but it's faulty as well. Musa, how would you have a president? He is the sole individual to appoint. There is what we call Political Parties Registration and Regulation Commission. Musa, what we are striving to achieve in this country is about impartiality, neutrality, and inclusivity.
Now, if you recommend to the AG members of Parliament, this bill therefore go now Parliament, they don't already draft them. What's in the recommendations then? As we round up the program.
Yes. I get recommendations, Musa.
Yes.
Let me give you recommendations. Yeah. Let us introduce an independent vetting for the appointment of members of the Search and Nomination Committee. An independent vetting.
Yes.
Let us ensure that the Search and Nomination Committee is appointed by multiple stakeholders, not solely by the president. I kick against that. Musa, what makes a democracy works is about the independence of the institutions.
And you think that with these provisions, the institutions are not independent?
They are not, because the judiciary. Imagine now. Let's go to the amended constitution. When there is an issue after elections,
yes,
those aggrieved political aspirants, what do? They file a petition to the Supreme Court. So if the Supreme Court justice is an appointee of the president, what do you expect? Musa, let us have an independent judicial commission to be appointing these justices rather than the president. Then they become independent. Am I making sense here?
Go ahead.
Musa, the judiciary is so pivotal in any democratic advancement. Make no mistake about it. So I want the executive. You can appoint the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. But trust me, all the rank and file within the court from the Supreme Court, it's not the duty of the president to appoint. Let's have a reputable Judicial Service Commission. Yeah? That will enhance the independence of the judiciary. And they will not dance and be micromanaged by the executive. That is my take as a political scientist. Let me give you more recommendations, Musa.
Okay, you go make them quick because...
No, I'll make them quick. Musa, yes. Just sit down. Wait. Musa. You define vague terms like sufficient financial capacity, community support, and proven integrity on the side of the independent candidates for the presidency. I'm happy because this Alassane and Al-Hussein business against Sultana this country. Let's have now a leverage way an independent candidate. Sometimes I go New York. I go the school of how you call them. Then I go knock jackpot there, I go get million. I have passion for this country. Guys who share my passion will rally around me. So that we capture the mantra of leadership and change the trajectory of this country, other than these two parties. Yeah?
Okay.
Let's include enforcement mechanisms for provisions like women's representation and transition of presidential powers. Consider passing the Presidential Powers Act. Yeah? Let's have a Presidential Powers Act. I remember the last 2018. After the first round, the second round, AU invited me. I was in Egypt. I know how people there, when they know say mother don't win. Oh God. It was mayhem unleashed in this country. Okay. Whether they do guna, they beat, they take the motorcar, the other thing. So let us consider the passing of a presidential transition act.
I think because due to the time, I get for do such program again as the debates get for going to parliament, but we'll ask management, maybe they will extend the time.
Musa, let me just summarize here.
Yeah, quick one.
The bill has substantial democratic potential, but its current structure could inadvertently centralize power, politicize the election management system, and undermine public trust. Unless these safeguards, what are the safeguards? Particularly neutrality and inclusivity in participation are strengthened. That is my take.
Okay, thank you very much for joining me in Saturday edition of the program. We get for invite you some other time for look at the issues here. So Raymond Yira Toure, political analyst, independent research think tank consortium. I come to you, Abdul Karim Kamara of the All People's Congress APC party. Quick one, you round up statements. We don't get time again.
I'm genuinely, I can understand that when people really come here, they don't read. I repeat, when you read the provision over there in subsection 2 of section 74(2) is repealed by a new provision. It's a free tuition I'm giving you. And the new provision now reads, let me share with you what it says, and that's my last parting words. It says,
we don't get better time again.
Wait, little patient, we say, you say, my do me parting word. Patient. In subsection 2, by the repeal and replacement of that section with the following new section, not to me now English here, with the replacement of that new section, now it says, a district established under subsection 1 shall return a member of parliament from a list of candidates submitted by the political parties. Let me have the constitution quickly.
We don't get
now the constitution now tells you at 74(2) tells you now the number of members of parliament. Okay. And that is what exactly is repealed here. Okay. And now it is telling you that instead of constituency now, it's a district.
Okay, thank you very much.
My brother is seated here.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and we have to use the same 1 minute for make sure say we educate the people. Okay, now if you see what's happening here, like what they say, comprehension and something very good. Now, section 38(1), they say, Sierra Leone shall be divided into short constituency for the purposes of electing a member of parliament, referred to in paragraph B of subsection 1 of section 74. Now, if you come to paragraph B of section 74, paragraph B, they say, short members of parliament as parliament may prescribe who subject to the provision of this constitution shall be elected in such a manner as may be prescribed or under any law. So it is clear now. When you look at section 38, it don't make it clear. Say section 38 now in the amendment they say waiting for happen now that then parliamentarian they will come under section 74 B. Now the proportional representation they talk about.
Thank you very much.
Simple and easy comprehension. The age is so clever that he will not do anything that will infringe upon the dictate of the 1991 Constitution. He will never.
Honorable Munuri Lansana from the Salon People's Party, and also Honorable also lawyer Abdul Karim Kamara from the APC, and also Raymond Gira Toure, political analyst, independent research think tank for Una, joining me in the edition of the program. Question time. We come to you from 98.1 FM. Plenty thank you to DJ Sugarcane for technical support. To my production team, Michael Sambola and also Cherno Jallo, we produce this program, and also Jaffa Mans Devisona, we make us live on Facebook. So today, Musa Kamara say bye bye.
One of the richest countries in the world, but we still why we not a question? Why poor people just the poor? They rank and then they better. Why? Waiting.